Ladies and gentlemen, here is my WrestleMania 42 Night 2 review. Okay, so here are my honest thoughts about WrestleMania 42. I thought that this was much better than Night 1. Night 2 delivered and felt like a WrestleMania event. So to start off, we have Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. This match was very quick. Obafemi won, which was the right decision. They basically, in the match, you see a suplex from Brock Lesnar, one F5, Obafemi no sells it, chokeslams Brock Lesnar, and hits him with his power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar loses. Obafemi wins the match. After the match, Brock Lesnar, he laced his boots on the ground in the middle of the ring, and he basically waved to the crowd and didn't announce, but it hinted at his retirement. He hugged Paul Heyman, waved goodbye, seemingly teasing that Brock Lesnar is done with professional wrestling. I gotta say, what a career that Brock Lesnar's had. One of the greatest of all time. Well earned, Hall of Famer, for sure. What a night to go out on his terms. I don't think we're getting the Gunther match. Who knows? Maybe he's got one more in him. If the pay is right, I'm sure Brock Lesnar will fight Gunther. But I was pretty satisfied with how Brock Lesnar came out. So the next match of the night, we have a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. It's Penta, our Intercontinental Champion, versus Rusev, versus JD McDonough, versus Dragon Lee, versus Rey Mysterio. This match was great. It was a really fun, exciting ladder match. You got to see everyone do something cool. You got to see Javon Evans hit a Cody cutter or whatever, some sort of cutter, onto Rusev on a ladder. It was insane. You got to see Penta throw Rey Mysterio off the ring and land on Rusev through a ladder, which was absolutely crazy. All those guys did some crazy moves. You see JD McDonough hit a Spanish fly on, I believe it was not JD McDonough, Javon Evans. And Penta ended up winning the match, climbing the ladder with a Canadian Destroyer on Javon Evans. He climbs up. Everyone's trying to get up while they're out of the ring. And Penta climbs the ladder, gets the Intercontinental title. I thought this match was fantastic. Absolutely, really fun. Probably one of the better matches of WrestleMania 42 overall. The next match of the night was Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Trick Williams was with Little Yachty. I think that's his name. I'm not a big fan of rap, so I can't tell you I can't remember his name. It was something like that, Lil Yachty. Sami Zayn got booed. I expected a double turn in this match. This was for the United States Championship. Sami Zayn is the U.S. champion. So I thought this match was interesting. It wasn't a terrible match. I think that it's a learning experience for Trick Williams. Trick Williams did win the match. Trick Williams, I don't think is a great wrestler, but I think he could learn from a guy like Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was doing some heel tactics in this match. Sami Zayn was smashing Trick Williams' head through the turnbuckle. I think he DDT'd him on the apron. He tried counting out Trick Williams, which is not a Sami Zayn maneuver. That's very much a heel. And the fans were booing Sami Zayn. So are we getting a heel turn down the road for Sami Zayn? I think they should do it. Honestly, I think Sami's a great heel. But Trick Williams got up. He avoided the 10 count, got in the ring. Lil Yachty distracted Sami Zayn. And Trick Williams did win by his finishing move. 1, 2, 3. Our new United States champion is Trick Williams. I think they did a good job with the match. It was structured all right. It just went by too fast. But Trick Williams is our United States champion. So the next match of the night, I believe it was No, it wasn't Jade Cargill. It was the Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor street fight match. It was the Demon Finn Balor, to be exact. This match was very quick. I thought it was fun. It wasn't anything crazy, nothing special maneuver-wise. You got to see some table spots in this match. You got to see them use chairs, tables. I thought it was a decent match. It was only 10 minutes. It was short. It should have been a little longer. But the Demon Finn Balor hit the coup de grace on Dominic Mysterio through the table, and the Demon has won the match. So the next match of the night was the Women's Championship match. It was Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. This match was all right. It was a fun little match, like I said, like the last match. It wasn't too super long. They kept rushing all these matches, which really upset me about this premium live event. But in the match, you had Jade Cargill's friends or group. So you got B-Fab and Michin were distracting Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky saved Rhea Ripley and attacked Michin and B-Fab. She hit a moonsault on the rope to knock them down. Rhea Ripley ended up hitting the Riptide on Jade Cargill. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley is your new women's champion. I think that was the right outcome. I think Jade Cargill has had a mediocre title reign. I'm glad they ended it. I'm hoping Naomi comes back. So the next match, it wasn't a match, it was actually a segment, and John Cena came out to announce the attendance record for WrestleMania 42 Night 2. Miz and, I forget his name, Kit Wilson, that's his name, came out. And they were like, we want attention, blah, blah, blah. This is our show. We need a WrestleMania moment. Danhausen comes out with a bunch of midgets. They have a little segment, and The Miz and Kit Wilson hit one of the midgets. One of the midgets low blows Kit Wilson, and they start ganging up on The Miz. And Danhausen hits like an alternate version of a five-knuckle shuffle and says, "You are cursed." It was a fun little segment. It was kind of stupid, but, it's Danhausen and he's entertaining. So it was a fun WrestleMania moment. So the main event is the next thing that happens on this show. It was CM Punk, our world champion, versus Roman Reigns. This match was a WrestleMania main event. There was blood. There was a lot of sweat and tears in this match. This felt like a high adrenaline match that was worthy of a WrestleMania main event. Roman Reigns beat the living crap out of CM Punk in this match. This was arguably one of Roman and Punk's best matches that I've seen. I think that this is a match of the year contender. This was a personal rivalry. You got to see Roman use the steel steps and just hit CM Punk while he's hanging on the side of the rope. It was brutal. CM Punk looked like they went through a war in this match. There was a bunch of finishers. CM Punk even used a low blow on Roman Reigns to try and win the match, to try and get the job done. And he hit a GTS, and that didn't work. He hit multiple GTSs, and he couldn't take Roman Reigns down. At one point in the match, CM Punk had Reigns on his shoulders, preparing for another GTS. It was like his fourth or fifth GTS, and Punk was just tired, and he couldn't do it. The end of the match happens. Roman Reigns hits a spear, and they're both exhausted, like they went through a war. Roman Reigns hits like maybe the fourth or fifth spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns is our new world heavyweight champion. So, you're probably asking me, what did I think of WrestleMania 42 Night 2? This was an amazing WrestleMania. It was miles better than Night 1. Now, this was not a perfect WrestleMania at all, but it was a worthy contender. It was not one of the better WrestleManias, but it was a good WrestleMania. This is a problem that I've noticed with these two nights, was the commercialization. It was way too many commercials. You probably got maybe a little bit more wrestling, so about an hour maybe worth of wrestling. They rushed all these matches, and that really, really bothered me about this show. And that I hope they work on that. I doubt it, because they need to make money. That's why there's so many commercials. That's a problem that I have with these two shows. The women's, I feel like, got done dirty, personally. I think they deserved more time. For Night 1, especially with Stephanie and Liv, that really bothered me. Like, 7 minutes, and they had such a heated rivalry. The build-up was really good. Like, the best build-ups for WrestleMania this year was Oben Brock, Steph and Liv, Roman and Punk. Like, the hatred of Roman and Punk was so good. Like, they're both baby faces, but they're both like kind of tweeners in a weird way. Like, Roman Reigns is like his old heel gimmick, but he's like, the fans love him. Punk is like that, not a rookie, but like he's like a heel, but he's a baby face. He's so beloved, and he's against the authority, kind of like Stone Cold in a way. Roman Reigns is similar. They just say, fuck him, fuck this authority. I do what I want. I don't care what you think, but he's a baby face. And I love those characters. The match was so good. So good. I don't know if it was as good as the triple threat match from last year, but it was a worthy contender of one of the better WrestleMania main events. I'm happy that Roman won the match. I'm glad. So they had the talk show event after the WrestleMania, like the panels, and Roman said that he's coming back full time for the summer. I'm so happy because I was really concerned about Roman being a part-time champion. We really should not be having part-time champions. It really annoys me. Personally, if I book WWE, I think if you're a part-timer, you should not be competing for the title for full-time. That's just my opinion on this. I'm hoping that Raw's good tonight. I'm going to watch it tomorrow because I am exhausted. I was on a road trip to Maine today. But I will review Raw, and I will keep these reviews posted. I am actually preparing to get my streaming setup ready for these reviews to look even better. So I'll have a webcam, and it will look a lot better. So this is only temporary for now for this setup. So I'm hoping that you guys continue watching my reviews. These will be longer. I plan on being consistent with these. I'm really looking forward to doing this. I hope you guys enjoy my reviews, and I hope you guys watch my content. I really appreciate that. As always, I appreciate you all. Subscribe to my channel at zslay124 on YouTube, and I hope you subscribe so I can continue to do these. These are amazing. I'm having a time of my life doing this. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.